Deputy Chief Executive Officer Investment Shahril Ridza Ridzuan says the Employees Provident Fund (EPF) expects its investment to touch the 50 trillion ringgit mark by the end of 2013. Its investments stood at 385 billion ringgit as at the first quarter of this year.
In 1980, we had roughly about 9 billion ringgit in terms of value. We have been growing at a compounded average annual growth rate of roughly about 8%. As a result of which, as of today, at the start of 2010, we actually had just over 370 billion ringgit under management. And this is projected to grow to about half a trillion ringgit by 2013. And this annual growth rate of 8% comes from two things. One basically is the fact that when we declare our dividend, that dividend is not paid out in cash. It is credited back into our members' accounts and reinvested for them. So there is a compounding effect in terms of the dividend yield. Secondly, of course, because Malaysia continues to be a growing population and of course very young in nature, there is still essentially a net inflow from our workers in Malaysia, whereby the total gross net income or the net inflow in terms of contribution exceeds still the net outflow, which is as a result of people retiring out of the scheme. And we project basically that continuous net inflow from contributions will continue given the demographic profile in Malaysia probably for the next 20 plus years.
He was speaking at a media briefing on EPF investments and launch of its booklets on corporate governance principles and voting guidelines. On the booklet, Shahril Ridza says it is part of EPF's efforts to promote and educate companies on corporate governance. With the introduction of the booklet, investors and regulators can expect to see better corporate governance from investee companies. The booklet, which serves as a guide to EPF and investee companies, aims to be more stringent on corporate governance issues that emphasize on accountability, integrity and transparency of the board of directors and disclosures made by public listed companies.